Yeah, the Dodgers, the Padres, and yeah, Roki Sasaki debut.
That was pretty dazzling. Dave Roberts spoke in glowing terms. They let Sasaki throw 3 innings in his first exhibition game. His fastball was clocked at 95 consistently. His cutter was clocked at 87, and it was dropping out. And he had a fastball or two that was topped at 99 miles an hour. So Sasaki went 3 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 5 Ks, and dude was clocked at 95 with a couple of hot ones at 99 miles an hour. That was pretty impressive. A.J. Preller was seen in the parking lot outside Dollar General. He came out with a shortstop or a second baseman or a super utility guy. He was shopping on the $1.98 table again for another player, Jose Iglesias. I've always liked him. I thought very serviceable. The guy hit 337 with the Mets when they finally brought him to the major leagues in the middle of the last season, and the Mets, of course, propelled themselves into the pennant race. He's not a 337 hitter, but for 6 weeks he was. He's a 283 lifetime hitter, but most of that was early in his career. But his numbers are pretty serviceable, and he's a multi-position guy. It's kind of strange nobody signed him, but now the Padres have him, and maybe he hits his way onto this roster, and maybe he becomes one of the bench bunch guys. And because of his diversity, he can play second, can play short, can play third, can play left if somebody's going to get hurt, and somebody always gets hurt. But it's weird. As productive as Iglesias has been, came up with the Red Sox, long run with the Tigers, short spurts, did pretty well with Cincinnati, not so well with the Angels, etc. He's been with 7 different teams. So there must be some real glitches in his game that he has not stayed with anybody since early on in his career with Boston and Detroit. Now he's just kind of moved around. And that's why he was on the $1.98 table when A.J. Preller went shopping at Dollar General. Thoughts?
Well, Inglesias was obviously huge for the Mets last year and brings all this energy to the table. Is an interesting story about him because, yeah, he has bounced around. He was in the Padres organization, but he was in El Paso, right? And then people discounted his good hitting in El Paso. They said, it's the elevation. It's the Pacific Coast League. And then he played previously for the Rockies. Say, it's the Rockies. It doesn't count. But he proved it last year. So he's a hell of a lot better than, Yuri Gurriel or some of these other names that are on that list. The Roki Sasaki one is unbelievable because I saw video clips of him, and his release point for all of his pitches is almost exactly the same, where it comes out of his hand in the exact same spot.
Same slot.
Which is, the same slot, which is so powerful. And apparently his splitter just drops off the table, and it's because it's almost like a knuckleball with such little rotation. So I just love the innovation in pitching that a lot of these Japanese pitchers bring to the table.
Well, we're 2 weeks out from the start of the Dodgers season in Japan against the Chicago Cubs, and Yamamoto is going to start one game. We believe Sasaki is going to start the second one. Okay, that's all things baseball. If you're a Padre fan, Dodger fan, feel free to jump on board. Give us an opinion. We're talking baseball. You're hitting leadoff right now. Fans Forum chat box is open.